Hello, and welcome to Caitlin, Marissa, and Trevor's final presentation on the pop culture and technology aspects within the highly watched film known as The Dark Knight. We see special effects come to life in multiple scenes of heroic and villainous action movies between many of the main characters, but director Christopher Nolan wanted to make it clear that the special effects in his film were going to look as real and sincere as possible. Our first example is a scene where Batman jumps off the top of a building in the city of Hong Kong. Nolan explains that the different angles of the building in Hong Kong were initially shot in real time with real footage. This footage was then incorporated onto a green screen that was behind actor Christian Bale as he performed the action of the appearance of a death-defying jump.
I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money. This town deserves a better class of criminal. And I'm gonna give it to them. Tell your men they will.
The use of this special effect was different than what is used on most movie sets. Real gasoline was used in the burning of this mound of paper represented as billions of dollars in the film. In a controlled area with experienced personnel, the scene went off without a hitch.
Look out!
In order to not have to completely edit this whole scene of a crash between the Batmobile and a larger truck with special effects, smaller scale models of the vehicles were built. These models were then purposely faced at one another and driven at full speed in real time in order to create what appears to be a genuine crash. These mobiles were dumbed down in size, so the only minimal editing that was present was to make it seem like these were realistically life-size. This was all in an effort to keep the scene as real as possible. What's particularly interesting about this scene was that this building wasn't actually a hospital, but a vacant municipal building that was just used to represent a major Gotham City hospital explosion. The filming crew received permission from the town of Cicero in Illinois, closed down the streets, and used dynamite to effectively create the explosion. Director Nolan said he was not interested in going the traditional makeup route for Harvey Dent's Two-Face appearance, so a mix of CGI and makeup were used. The skin of actor Aaron Eckhart was actually digitally removed to show the tendons, cheeks, eyeballs, and to create unique textures. A much higher texture resolution in the CGI was incorporated as well. Makeup artists say that the challenge here was that they were dealing with one of the main characters, so digital makeup was going to be seen up close, possibly. Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker was probably the most memorable by any other actor to date. This is due in part to the fact that his makeup played a big part in his ability to be one with the Joker's persona. Rumor has it that the role filtered into Ledger's personal life as well, causing him to act out in crazy different ways. Makeup artists said that they wanted something very worn and lived in. They wanted to make him blurry, distorted, and disturbing. Throughout the makeup process, Heath would contort his face while makeup artists were laying makeup on it, so it created cracks and crevices. It was kind of like a dance in the makeup chair. He knew where makeup artists were going to go with a certain brush and a different color, and he'd squint his eyes and raise his forehead and make these facial gestures, and makeup artists would just paint over it to create all of these crevices.
And the Oscar goes to Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight.
Accepting the Oscar on behalf of Heath Ledger are his father, Kim Ledger, his mother, Sally Bell, and his sister, Kate Ledger.
Heath Ledger passed away on January 22, 2008, just 7 months before The Dark Knight's release date. His death was ruled a heart attack brought on by a prescription drug overdose. When an individual of such public notoriety passes away from an epidemic like this, the issue gets a bit more of a spotlight shed on it. A black ribbon was worn in honor of Ledger's passing at the 2008 Screen Actors Guild Awards to note that something truly significant had occurred and some positive awareness could be made from this.